Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to my May 21st, 2015 tour of my Bay State kitchen garden. Here's a few seedlings I have left, some tomatoes and peppers that I'm going to be donating shortly to some friends. No Saul at the garden gate. I'm going to miss him dreadfully, but the garden is still beautiful this year. Here's some self-seeded Dutchman's breeches. Can be a little bit of an invasive weed, but very easy to notice and pick, and I do like it a lot. All the regular May blooms here, including the lily of the valley. And the path looks lovely as always, with the bearded iris, the Amsonia, and a bunch of geraniums in bloom. In here, I've got some onions, and all those little seedlings around them are actually bachelor's buttons that came up from seed. I will thin them out so that they won't crowd the onions. My blackberries, looking pretty good here. Popping over to the main garden. Here's Sal's Island. I don't have his doghouse anymore, but we're going to still call it that. Strawberry Seascape. Rhubarb, which I've already been picking and cooking with. In the fenced garden, potatoes. I've got lots and lots of potatoes this year. Let's pop in. Spinach, one of two plantings. Started pretty late this year compared to last year because we had so much snow on the ground. Here's some ruby chard. I started from seed inside and then brought outside. Peas coming up. Wonderful big planting of arugula. Over here we've got some romaine I started inside. I've got some flower seeds all through here that I've been planting. There's tomatoes being watered by the sprinkler. My second patch of spinach also under the sprinkler. More peas. Over here a tomato with some flower seeds that are coming up around it, some sunflowers. More peas. That's my tower. I did a combination of twigs and the tower. I hope that will work well for those peas. These are bachelor's buttons that wintered over under the snow from last year, about to bloom. Lots of chives. Tomatoes, self-seeded cleome here that I'll thin, some self-seeded sunflowers as well, and I have planted some bush beans in here that will be coming up shortly. Strawberries all along the paths. I'm hoping that perhaps they will distract the birds from the big patch of strawberries. We'll see how that works out. This bed's got some potatoes and some sage about to flower. Peppers and some basil in the pots. Raspberries coming up nicely. More tomatoes and my purple passion asparagus finishing up. I've pretty much stopped picking. It was a good crop though. Back here under the sprinkler, more asparagus, tomatoes and peppers planted out, and against the fence there, more potatoes. Let's pop over and look at the fruit plants. Okay, here's a new bed. I burned a big pile of brush, and I used the ashes, and I added a bunch of manure and leaves, and I'm making a nice bed for my winter squash to spread out in. Got rid of more lawn, yay. Garlic, my peach tree, blueberries. So I sprayed them twice with spinosad before the flowers opened so that I didn't kill any bees, and they really are doing great. The winter moths, I battled and fought them off. Very happy about that. And if you can see here, there's the flowers, and definitely some are forming into fruit. Very exciting. Back here, I've got walking onions, which are going to be perennial. More garlic. And we cut down a really weedy cherry tree here. That's where I got the brush pile I burned. Made a lot more sun. Potatoes. Rhubarb. This is going to be a great sunny patch, an annex to the garden. And I did trap and remove the woodchuck that used to live right there. Since Sal's not here to fight him off, I needed to do that myself. So I hope we won't get a new woodchuck this year. And right over here, my hops. Already twining up the fence.